Hello again. Welcome back to the next part in Build Whirl. I did already record part 2 and the audio didn't record, so was well chuffed after I spent half hour on it. Good thing is I don't remember anything about what I did because it was about 3 days ago. So we are again just going along. There will be mistakes. So this is where we left off. And what I would like to do is do the neck. Now, this I remember being a bit of a bugger. So we've got a cylinder here, what looks like 2 cylinders either side as the kind of hinge thing, and then this weird trapezoid, I guess. Is there a better view of the neck? I can't remember which one I was looking at. Let's have a look. Yeah, so you've got it looks like 1 cylinder actually with a dent in the middle and another one. So we'll do that, won't we? All right, Shift A. One thing, if your 3D cursor is still in the weird place, because we want to do it symmetrically, we need to make sure that's at the 0 point. So Shift C, bush. Let's add ourselves a cylinder. Just going to drag it up there like that. Just scale it down on every axis. Just for now, I'm just going to drag this over to be a bit more centralized. Yeah, that's cool. And yeah, let's have a look at the length of it again. It's kind of short, so I'm just going to scale that on Z. Haven't got my keyboard on. Now I have. Do you ever do that with the 2D images playing? You're like, what's it look like around the side? Oh yeah, it's 2D. Duh. Okay, let me just have another peek. Okay, so it's kind of got a little extrusion thing there. So we're going to tab into edit mode. Might as well delete this face. Goodbye. Select the edge loop, press ES, and then about that. And I'm going to bring it up a little bit just because it's a nice little bevel. And then E on the Z, like this. And then another little bevel. Could do this with a bevel, but never mind. And then let's just close that off. Okay. And yeah, we might as well add a subdiv. Do I bevel it first? I can't remember if it was the last one, the one that I recorded and didn't work, where I mentioned about the bevel trick. I can't remember, so I'm just going to have to do it again. So if you've already heard this, tough, I'm doing it again. So what I do is I put a bevel, which adds an extra loop around here, so that when we put a subdiv on, it requires less edge loops. So I'm just going to drag that down. And with the bevel, we don't really have to do anything else with that. Although I might put one here. Cool. Okay, that's cool. And then, excuse me, we'll add another cylinder. And bring that up. Scale it down like. Rotate it on the X by 90. Bring it down again. Rotate Z on the 90. And then SX. So I'm just going to bring that down somewhat. So that there. In fact, what I did there was wrong. We want that to be the full length. And then we're going to just Control R and cut loop in the middle. And then we're going to Control B that to give us this little thing, and then we're going to extrude it and scale it down, but we don't want it to change in width, so we're going to tell it not to scale on the X. So ES Shift X, and then it will just go down nicely like this. Let's put a bevel on. Bevel, not that much. Barrett, and then a subdiv. Yeah. we are going to want to do something about that and something about that. And then actually select the both end faces, because if you don't do this, you get this weird, which is the technical term. So press I, and that will negate that from happening. Is it gone? Gone. Just while we're in, I've learned over time that having loads of viewport, viewport subdivisions in your subdivision servers will cause it to slow down dramatically. So what I'll do is drink some Coke. First, I will find what level will be satisfactory. I mean, not very close. It's still not enough. We'd have to be on 3. Solid. So then that works perfectly. So I'm going to set the render to 3 and bring that back down to 1. And probably do the same for this. So 3, not 0, 1. Cool. I think these are a little higher, about there. And then we've got this trapezoid shape. So we're going to add a cube back. And we're going to make it about the right length and width, SX. And we're just going to scale the top face on the Y to give us that kind of trapezoid. And we might as well select these two. No, select that face, and then just bring that back on the Y. Which probably means we need to move the eyes forward. So select both, because remember they're separate parts. We're going to bring it forward, I guess, to about there. Which means we can bring that forward to about there. And maybe let's rotate it on the X a little. And just bring that up a bit. That's too far back, so just positioning here. Alright, this probably looks a bit naff at the back there, so I'm going to grab this one, So I'm going to grab this edge, and if you press G, it will move everywhere. But if you press GG, like a horse, GG, it's going to move along the normal. So something like that. Yeah. Again, we're just making the basic shapes. We're not going into uber detail just yet. Okay, I have no idea how that connects to the body. There are these rivets, I guess, but let's actually just go into X-ray, grab them, and let's just bring them right into the body, because then we'll put these rivets on afterwards. We might as well do it now. So, can't really see how. It looks like there's a little indent at the top there for his neck. Yeah, there is. So let's do that. Let's do that, shall we? I'm just gonna put a wee loop there, and one there, and one there. And we're just gonna grab these 6 faces, and we're just gonna drag them down on the Z. Like that. Cool. I don't know if I've applied all my transforms for this cube. I mean, or my scale at least. Because I do want a bevel. Yes, that's fine. But with the bevel, I always drag it down to 0 and then shift, click, and drag it up. Okay. Let's make these rivety things, shall we? So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to make a cylinder. And when I say rivety bits, I mean these bits. And we want to rotate it on the Y by 90. It doesn't matter if it's not central actually, because we're going to have 2 of them. I'm going to do that, scale it down. Hang on, let's just put it in. Should we put it in place so it's easier? And I'm just looking for the top half of this cylinder, but which is going to be about coming up to about there, I guess. Which side did I mirror on? The right GX. Okay, so yeah, and then I'm going to solo that with that button, this one down here, forwards backslash, I never know, and hop over into side view. We might as well delete these faces. Goodbye, goodbye. And just, we want the vertices. We're going to go into X-ray, and we're going to take the lower half and X vertices, and then we're just going to drag these two down. E, Z. Bosh. Now then, we've got to fill them in, haven't we? So grid fill's not going to work. We're going to have to do this manually. I'm going to turn off X-ray. Yeah, we'll just do it this way. It's not so important. Alright, we'll have a funny shaped face at the top, but it'll still be a quad. It'll still be a quad. I'm a big fan of quads. Gotta have my quads. Can't be making models without my quads. Okay, I mean, that makes it, yeah, whatever. We don't really need to add any detail at all to this, because we're going to put another little cylinder here. And the quicker way of doing this, of getting that on the back, is just to copy the faces. So if we go into front view, put X-ray on again, and we're going to take these vertices, Shift D, move them over to the X, and then we've got our face. And then here, this button here, auto merge vertices, very useful. Click that. Click it, I tell you, click it. And then when we get them really close together, they'll merge to become one. To become one. Any Spice Girls fans? Basic. Okay, so they should now be nice and merged. Just double check. Hush. X-ray off. Okay, so that's our Revit shape. We might as well press the thingy button again. A bit big, that, Nick. So let's just scale it down. Bring it up some. I want them more visible than they are. They're in the reference. Okay, and let's just quickly mirror, and then take the body. And what if we subdivision surface this? Let's bevel it. Oh, I haven't applied scale. I don't know if that's going to, or if it's going to work. What's that first one? Mirror, yeah. It works. Okay, and then subdiv. And let's take that up to probably 3. 3, yeah. 3, and then viewport back down to 1. And we might as well make this little one as well. So let's just add a quick cylinder. Bring it up on Z. Scale it down considerably. Bring it up. Bring it out. Rotate it on the Y by 90. And then let's just scale it on the X. Make it like a little button or something, you know? And then we just place that in here. Side view. Just to make it central. It's central, that's great. That's absolutely fantastic. And then let's apply the scale. Remember, that's in my quick menu. Control A is that, and just right click if you want it in your quick menu. Gosh. Okay, so let's put a bevel on. Too much. Yeah, that'll do. Subdiv. Don't need to check, but I'm going to check. Yep. Cool. Let's collapse these. And of course, we need a mirror. What's on this? Yeah, we could. You know what? If you select that and then select the button, no, select the button, then select that, and then under mirror, this little arrow, copy to selected. And there we go. Okay. So now we got the neck rivets. Rivet. Okay. I'm going to save that. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to save that as Wall-E 2, just in case it all went. See, I've done it. I started Wall-E 3, but then I realised Wall-E 2 didn't record. Douche. Okay, cool. Let me just check my time. I want to make these about half hour, so we're halfway through. Good. I guess just so that he's not hovering. His legs are real close together there and real far apart there. Do they go together or something? We'll do what this does. This one, that would look a bit poo from the side. So, but we can get. Yeah, I haven't really thought about how I'm going to do this yet. But what I am going to do for now is just make a plane, rotate it on the X, and then because this is going to be mirrored, it doesn't need to be in one place in the middle. Okay, do it on the right, not that it matters. Get it into mirror, SX. Right, now I'm going to just solidify this real quick. Otherwise we won't see it in side view. Okay, even solidified we won't see it in side view there. So, in fact, I'm going to. No, I can't because I haven't got. I just have to use a reference. That's what they're there for. So let's say it starts about here. Excuse me. I'm going to bring that up a bit because we're going to want to curve that. And then I'm just going to rotate it to point at the center. Okay. And I'm just going to drag. Oh, no, we want to be in X-ray, otherwise we'll only grab the front facings. We might actually will subdivision this, which will make it smoother in those areas. And then we're going to select all these. Do they come out further than his body, or they look about equal-ish? Okay. And then I'm just going to drag this one down to here. And what if I press J? I mean F. No, that's not going to work. That's ridiculous. Okay, so now, yeah, that is going to work. F. Okay, so is that about the right height? Yeah, I guess. It's like a subdivision surface like. Okay. And we're gonna put, yeah, we want this there, and then I'm gonna Control B to bevel that, because I want it quite even. And we'll do the same over here. Bevel that, bevel that. Did that go the right way? No, cancel. Try again, Control B, we want that to match. Okay. Now if we upped the resolution, we also want this to be flatter at the bottom, so I'm going to do that and then Control B to bevel it right there. Yeah. I mean, we might not even use that. We might end up doing it with a curve and then arraying this, stop pointing at the screen, this shape, which doesn't look so tough. And then we'll have to array that. Yeah. We'll have to see how that works when we get there. But for now, let's just make this a bit thicker. So, okay. You know what? It's because what we need is a loop. Oh, wait. Cancel. Let's turn off the subdiv a second. Let's make it thicker. And then can we apply the solidify? Can I put a cut in the middle? Yeah, one up to the top, one down to the bottom. And then when we turn it back on, it don't look so stupid, does it? Okay, GX, let's mirror. Why is it going further down on one side? Oh, we got to do the same, put some loop cuts on the back side. Okay. Okay. Lovely. Might as well mirror it. Again, just basic shapes, that's all we're doing. Basic shapes. Bit further in, maybe a little bit bigger. No, yeah, but a little bit thinner. Is that right? Am I a little bit further forward to the centre? I'm going to bring them forward to there. Yeah. I think that works. Okay. Cool. Cotton feet. How are we doing? 21. Schweitz. All right, let's look at the eyes. We got to fix the eyes. They're a mess. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. We got to put this shape. Okay, so let's look at this shape with references that don't really show this shape. I think I should probably copy this shape and use the same, because it's going to have the same curve. Hang on. No, that is right. Okay. But first of all, I think these are too thin. So I'm just going to... Oh, Nick. You mirrored on the wrong side. Blast! You know what? That's fine. I'm going to fix that because I do want it mirrored on the other side. So I'm going to apply the mirror, and then I'm going to select these faces via X-ray, vertices, delete them, and then I'm going to mirror it again, aren't I? Now it's on the right side. And select the body. Okay, so now, yes, mirrored on the right side, mirrored on the right side, mirrored on the right side. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Cool. Super cool. Where was I? I was here. So let's nip over to side view. We just want to drag these back, vertices back a little bit on the Y, probably to about there. And let's make this little thing here. Just a little bit. No, let's not do that. We'll come back to that. Right, so yes, I'm going to copy this exact shape and take it behind, and then I need to put geometry to origin to geometry, which, as you know, is an object. It says origin. It's in my quick menu. Okay, and then I'm going to scale it. First, I'm going to check I'm on bounding. No, we want in visual origins. I'm going to scale that down. Go back over to here. We're going to scale it on the Y considerably, and then we're going to bring it back on the Y considerably. I'm just going to be using the bottom bit. It will flatten up the top with a cube. The cube. A little bit smaller, actually, and do that. Okay, and then let's just solo that. Go back into X-ray, and we're going to take the top and that one. Yeah. Okay. And then we're going to go back into that mode. And now we're going to add a cube. Our favorite cube. down, 3. Let's put it in the right place first. There. SX, no, SY. And we want to make that match. Kind of. And SX. SX. Just going to make that a little bit thinner as well. And also just drag these back a little bit. There we go. There we go. Jabbly. Now these are obviously squiff. But to edit things, to make this squiff, to rotate it on the Y and get it in the right spot, shouldn't be on individual origins, bounding box center. So if I scaled it on the Y and then start trying to make cuts and scaling it in and everything using the axes, it's not going to work. So I would always try and edit them into shape using the default global coordinates rather than object. Time. I must check the time. 26. All right. All right. Let's make this look a little bit better. So I'm going to add a loop cut up here. I'm going to add a loop cut under there. I'm looking at this shape here. And I'm going to add, I want this tiny little thingy there. So I'm going to put that there, Control B to bevel it ever so slightly, and press, we don't want the Z axis, we don't want it to pinch, lose height, so E, S, Shift, Z. Just drag that in. I didn't apply scales and I might have messed it up now, let me try. Apply my scale, is the bevel going to work or did I screw it up? I screwed it up, but that's fine for the purposes of what we need. And then, so I think we'll take this one too, and we'll just ES Shift Z that as well, a little bit further than the other one. I mean, I have no idea yet, but I think it will work. Maybe we can get these to be smooth with this. Let's try that. Let's just go back into X-ray. I did that so quick. Right, let's vertices. One out on that one. That one on that one. And then back out of the, what's the name, thingy. And just drag that over until they meet. Why does it seem like this cylinder is pointing this strange axis? Yeah, that's going to take some mucking around, isn't it? It's going to take some proper mucking around. But with only 1 minute left, it shall have to wait until next time. Alright, we are getting there. It's a good time as well because some pillets just started banging. The sunshine just brings out power tools and blokes with hammers. Right, until the next one, yeah. I've been Nick, you've been you. Farewell.